Dang, man. They said Boston Richey done got some stuff going on in the FEDS, man. What they talking about? Hold on.
While Krishan and Blueface set the standard for toxic relationships, 28-year-old Boston Richey and his...
You sure? Because Soulja Boy, his girlfriend, when they was on Love and Hip Hop, yeah, Soulja Boy, him and his girlfriend, what else? Stewie J, whatever dude's name was, he was toxic as hell to his girlfriend. Ray J, you feel me? Like, but Blueface and them, they were toxic as hell. Dude.
19-year-old girlfriend are following close behind. On March 31st, a criminal complaint would be filed out of Harris County, Texas, stating Houston police responded to a call at 3:30 a.m. regarding an assault with an unknown weapon at the Marriott Hotel downtown. 19-year-old Tatiana Chanel would speak with Houston police, stating between 8 and 10:30 p.m., her and her boyfriend Jalen Foster, aka Boston Richey, who've been dating roughly 1 to 2 years, were at a nightclub named Sakai for an event. That's when Richey grabbed her phone from her hands and began arguing with her, later taking her other phone.
The hell are you on? Oh! What the hell, Burton? That shorty?
You talking about what the heavy Birkin? Bro.
Hands and began arguing with her, later taking her other phone.
The hell are you on? Oh! What the hell, Burton? That shorty? That's a little young boy?
The Tatiana girl? Oh. Don't get clipped. Okay. Yeah.
Nah, what the hell, Burton?
Is that Primetime Hitler? That sound like Primetime Hitler, fool. I know what my nigga voice sound like, bro.
Oh. Don't get clipped. Okay. Yeah.
Nah, what the hell, Burton? What the hell he on? What the hell he?
Oh.
No.
You don't record that.
She told officers her and Richey took 2 separate vehicles to the event, and when they arrived, she asked for her phone back from the vehicle. When she got out, she claimed Richey exited his vehicle and pushed her into the second row within the vehicle. He then began choking her for approximately 6 to 10 seconds, and choked her approximately 20 times within 2 hours. She told officers that Richey pushed her to the floor of the vehicle twice, using his knee and body weight on her neck to stop her breathing. During the strangulation, she stated she believed she lost consciousness, felt dizzy, lightheaded, tense, weak, and she threw up twice. She told officers she felt as though she was going to die, and claimed Boston Richey told her, "If you call the police, I might as well kill you." When she tried to get out of the vehicle, Richey told her she couldn't, as 2 others sat and watched everything happen. It wasn't until a mutual friend of theirs got in and prevented him from continuing the assault that he finally stopped. Tatiana would finish her statement by telling officers she's 4 to 8 weeks pregnant and that Richey was aware. Tatiana would claim Richey choked her previously and provided pictures to police of her injury.
Damn. So you choking pregnant girls? On some Boston Kelly? On Boston Kelly? Boston Richey, R. Kelly? Like, bro. The girl, she already a little young joint. What she said? She's like 19, 18. She just got 18. She 19. Yo, girl, Boston Richey, they say he like 26. Damn, y'all like 7 years before each other. Like, at least get a little joint that you can even go to the bar with. You know what I'm saying? We can get some drinks or something like that. At least you like 21, 20, 21, 22. You know what I'm saying? 23, something like that. A little 19 joint. She's still in the teens. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You feel me? That nigga, man. This nigga right here, man. Nigga fall in love. He 26. Always rapping about tricking girls and stuff like that. Tricking. But you feel like, if you feel like you think you tricking and you doing everything for the girl, you feel like you can do anything you want to do with the girl. Nah, don't worry like that. Especially when she go to the police. Look what just happened. Look what just happened, man. But dang, look at that, boy. Yeah. And she only so young, you know what I'm saying? She 18. Not 18, 19. Stop touching these girls, man.
Richey by his ID photo and stated she wanted to press charges.
Oh.
Now this criminal complaint would make its rounds through social
media. Now she finna take your bag. Now she finna take your money. You feel me? Y'all think y'all was in love. Y'all think that was your girlfriend. You feel me? Why is you even fucking with a girl? What's her name? Tati? She 19. Oh, dude, 18. Chill out, fool. That's almost 10 years. Chill out, fool. Chill out, fool.
Media, as with photos of Tatiana's neck, and this wasn't the first time the couple had the blog's attention. Back in January, she posted to social media saying Richey paid off her whole year of rent, consistently cleans her house, grocery shops for her, and makes her breakfast. And this...
Exactly, he doing everything for her, so he feel like he can do anything he want to do with her with no, you feel me? Ain't nothing gonna happen, you feel me? But at the same time, the girls be feeling like enough is enough, I guess, you feel me? Unless she was only fucking with dude just to get the bag. Who knows?
This comes only 3 months after Tati went viral for this picture with Lil TJ.
Boston Richey says, I'm tricking no more. After he's 18, girlfriend cheated on him with TJ. Damn. I ain't doing no tricking until she trick on me first. This time, boy.
But Richey has openly admitted to tricking and has made it a part of his persona to pay for love. And it's believed he does so to cater to his female fans. But if we rewind back to January of 2024, that's where things get weird. Tatiana would post pictures with the last slide showing a cake that read legal. Rumors had previously come out stating Boston Richey was dating a minor, and this post would seemingly confirm she just turned 18. As the blog started going against Richey, going as far as showing old story posts of Tati from when she would have been 17, Richey would respond to the accusations.
This girl been 18, this girl 23. You gonna say what up?
Hey y'all.
Hey y'all, you still beefing?
Look.
You still beefing? You beefing or no?
No.
Okay.
Now Richey would claim she wasn't 18, but in fact 23. Later in November of 2020,
now you want her to lie about her age so you don't get, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just too much weird stuff going on, man.
During an interview with Bootleg Kev, when asked about dating an 18-year-old, Richey would confirm it happened.
Help me understand. I'm not all the way hip to all the gossip of your personal life.
Right.
But you were dating like an 18-year-old chick, right?
Yeah.
You guys broke up.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the big deal? You're a kid. You're like 23 years old, right?
Nah.
How old are you?
I don't know. It really wasn't no big deal. It's just motherfuckers.
But people were like making a big deal that you're dating an 18-year-old?
Yeah. But it really wasn't nothing like it.
How old are you?
27.
I mean, fuck.
But let's be clear and be fair. No criminal investigation has gone public at any time, and no proof of Richey doing anything with a minor has been brought up or used against him, even by Tatiana. These are all just examples of a relationship gone viral for all of the wrong reasons, and it gets worse. Because of the incident in Houston, Boston Richey was charged with felony assault by impeding breathing. A third-degree felony, under Texas law, this charge alone can carry 2 to 10 years in state prison, but it still gets worse. Back in 2023, Boston Richey was indicted by the FEDS on charges of distributing more than 100 kilos of marijuana, possessing 12 firearms, including a Glock with a switch, and possessing those firearms in furtherance of drug trafficking. From now until then, Richey has...
I think... Okay, all them other charges, that's gonna sit, but I guess the charge that she made on him, they ain't really gonna stick for real, so they gotta put some other stuff like them guns and them drugs and stuff like that, you feel me? trafficking, all type. You feel me? So make sure it's gonna stick. That shit crazy, dude. You know what I'm saying?
He has been out on pretrial release, the federal version of bond, and a major stipulation of that pretrial release was obviously not getting arrested. On April 14th, federal prosecutors would file an order revoking release, stating Richey violated his release conditions. He was required to refrain from committing any new offenses, reside in his approved residence, and not travel beyond the Northern District of Florida unless he obtained permission. On the day of the assault, Richey did not have any shows booked and was not approved to be out of state. So not only did he violate by leaving without permission, he caught a new felony by strangling his pregnant girlfriend. A federal warrant for arrest was issued on April 8th, and according to the order revoking release, U.S. Marshals attempted to track Richey's tour dates, which indicated he should have been in Vegas on April 12th, but he was a no-show. Marshals were unable to locate him for a week before he...
So you still on papers and you still on doing bullshit? Chill out, fool.
Finally surrendered himself to the feds. Federal prosecutors are now going to use all of this as reasoning to why Boston Richey should not be granted another pretrial release until he goes to trial for his current Fed case. This would put a pause on all shows and his ability to earn more money by performing to fight the case. Now, in Richey's defense, QC Media would post alleged screenshots claiming Tatiana was willing to drop the lawsuit if he pays her $100,000. Allegedly, she'd say the warrant was already out, but she won't testify, press charges, or continue to cooperate.
No, no, you can't just say I'm not testifying. No, once you already working with them, you're gonna have to. If you don't, then you going to jail, because it's like, now it's a clown show now. You feel me? Like, you can't just come over here and tell them, oh, my boyfriend beat me up and I'm pregnant and stuff like that. I want to press charges, but if you pay me, I won't go to court. Nah, them police gonna be looking for you. You gonna look for both of y'all now. That's how it is.
As long as the wire is received. She then allegedly claimed the state of Texas will drop the charges if she doesn't plan on testifying. Comments under the post would go crazy, as someone as far as saying Boston Richey is getting extorted by a teenager, along with saying it's witness tampering, which is interesting. Nobody knows if the texts were actually her, but if it was, and Richey posted them, it poses the question, could she be charged with extortion? Or could he be charged with an additional felony for trying to bribe a witness? It's just an added twist to an already spiraling relationship. If kept within federal custody, Boston Richey will miss the birth of his child with Tatiana if she's actually pregnant. But we'll just have to wait and see how this case progresses. Now, just to touch on that last bit of information, her saying she'll drop the lawsuit, this isn't a lawsuit, this is a criminal case. He's not getting sued, he has charges filed against him based off of her statement and the evidence that she gave, which includes the statement, as well as photographs and then the video of him snatching the phone. There's no video evidence of the strangulation or anything like that, right? But when you blatantly have someone saying, yeah, this is what happened, it doesn't look good. And I don't know if she realized it or not, but because she...
As my puppy grows...
No, she don't, because she young. She don't know what's really going on. She don't know what's up with the court, the laws and stuff like that. She don't know nothing. She think just because, oh, you pay me, I won't go to court for you. Nah, boy, you gotta go regardless. Now you went to the police and told them about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
statements and he was charged. She just put him back in the feds because he was on pretrial release. He wasn't supposed to be in Houston, Texas. And then, he caught a new felony case. So there's a good chance they're going to try to keep him in the feds until his case is concluded, which could take however long. And because it's a Fed case, it could also come with prison time, right? Because NBA Youngboy is one of the very few people we know that's caught a Fed case and walked away with a super light sentence versus Pooh Shiesty, I believe, got like 5 years or more just for being a felon in possession of a firearm. Well, they're saying Richey possessed 12 firearms, possessed them in furtherance of drug trafficking, and, you know, was allegedly pushing over 100 keys of marijuana. So, you know, if Richey ends up getting 5 or more years, that means he'll be gone from now until then, until his release date. That's the move that she made, you know, filing this report. And if she's getting strangled, you can't really hold that against her, right? She's only 19 years old. And I mean, that in itself is another conversation, because there's no evidence that he did anything crazy. Apparently, Tatiana's mom was like, why are y'all worried about my daughter? She's doing fine, when she was only 17. I don't know, it is what it is, right? Because there's nothing saying he did anything crazy, so you really can't put a title on him until that point. But again, this is another example of a relationship essentially crashing a career. Blueface, Krishan, Richey, Tatiana. It's wild, but drop y'all thoughts in the comments section. Let me know what y'all think about this. Let me know if y'all think he's gonna get back out on another pre-trial release. Will the lawyer be able to work his magic? It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, y'all rocking with me. Until next time.
Yeah, that shit crazy, but girls want that money, but nigga, you gonna have to go to court now this time. Like, you pressing charges, you feel me? You can just, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, stop the whole, you feel me? But they already got enough now to lock this nigga up, you feel me? If you ain't really want him to, if you just want the money, you could have told him about that. Give me 100, get 150, give me 100K. I got my lawyer ready, goddamn. He got the paper signed them already, you feel me? Just give me 100K, and you won't see this shit. So you only gonna be looking for, you're not supposed to be in Houston, and all them other charges and stuff like that. Not even the way his girl, his baby mama, if that even is his baby mama, you feel me? But nah, for this shit crazy though, man. These motherfuckers out here crazy. You gotta be watching who you putting your thing, man. Gotta watch who you putting your thing, man. Especially when you 28, and you got a 19 girl trying to extort you. Wow, you could have, bro. You bossing Richey. You feel me? You could get a girl. You could get it. Why don't you just see? Look, I be telling my homies, listen. If you looking for love, fuck with a 7. Fuck with a 7. Go find a 7, and just build with her. You know what I'm saying? Just start your life with her. You feel a 7? Cause if you fucking with 9s and 10s, bro, that's too many problems right there. Way too many problems. You don't gotta worry about getting cheated on. You know what I'm saying? All of these problems and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just get you a 7. You know what I'm saying? Get you a little 7, man. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing gonna happen. What?